It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football?
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
And that will be incomplete.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Oh, nice move. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
He'll look to throw. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
1st and 10 at the 46.
On first down, Burks. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
On 2nd down now, Burks. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That throw's not going to get him a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got Lewis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Number 87. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught by Kellen.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
2nd and 9 now.
That is caught inside the 5 and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They run the counter. Burks. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Red Dragons have taken the early lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 7-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a handoff here to his running back. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackle shy of the 10. Throwing on 3rd and long. Carmichael. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is fielded at the 27. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run the counter. Burks, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. On 2-yard pickup.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. To throw on 2nd down. Carmichael over the middle. He finds Godwin complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On 3rd down. Carmichael.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So here's the home side to take over on offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll run on first down. Burks. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. After one, it's 9-0. Set for the second quarter, San Diego in possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Lewis. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
2nd and 3. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Kelly. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. There's Evans again, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup at 3. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, Burks. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 23. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Throw left side, complete. That's Kelly. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Red Dragons are able to stretch out their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Point after here coming up. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Carmichael. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
And they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
That's so educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Carmichael. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. On 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking to throw. Carmichael.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And a punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Complete to Kelly. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange.
Touchdown! And that's caught at the 2. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Red Dragons add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
To try here for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? Shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Looking left side, and it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Back to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance. So not a surprise, but there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the visiting Jaguars who were able to come away with the road victory. Trevor Lawrence, terrific in the victory, as his guys upped their mark to 4-1 now. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Zach Wilson, terrific in the victory, as his guys upped their mark to 4-1 now. Finally, let's get down to Houston, check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. The Bills get back above 500 as they move to 3-2 with the victory. On to a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, on the other side, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And all the way down to the 26. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here. That's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll set up a throw. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 7.
On 2nd down now. Burks. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. And his kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Fights forward at the 20. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. Shoves him away, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
We got this.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Carmichael. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Carmichael. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, Burks. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st down, Burks. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
59 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. He'll drop to throw, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On third down, Burks. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now, 4th and short, had your offense out there. That one stings.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on 4th and short, you could pick up the cheap first down. Now, you still won't get a first down even if you do exactly the same thing.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing on first down. Carmichael. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And he'll give it here to his running back.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Carmichael. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Carmichael. It's complete to Cole. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. On 1st and 10, Carmichael. Touchdown, Browns! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go, folks. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll run on first down. Burks, he'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Evans. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. They run the counter. Burks.
70 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Burks. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 18-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second and goal.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Red Dragons add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
On first down, Carmichael, and that'll be incomplete.
Second and 10.
Throwing again, Carmichael. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on first down, Carmichael. He finds his man, complete. That's Bennett. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Bennett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And complete on the right side to Bennett.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Carmichael. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
To throw on third down, Carmichael. He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
On 1st and 10, Carmichael. The throw taken in by Cole.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
On first down, Burks. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
They have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. From the gun, Carmichael. And on the left sideline. He caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Looking to throw. Carmichael. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And in a two-score game, obviously every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Carmichael. And he fends him off.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Looking to throw on second down. Carmichael throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bennett. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
They'll run on first down. Burks. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a preview. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the home team here, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.